What made me want to change? Man, I can take this thing back to 2008. I was driving a tractor trailer, in 2008. And, all my guys was in the streets. And, I never been a hater, I always been known for motivating, inspiring, uplifting, encouraging people and doing all those things, even when I was in the streets. Before God told me I was a prophet, I went by the street named G-Lab. And so 2008, all my friends was getting packages through the mail, you see what I'm saying? And so I was on the truck. And so every Sunday, and that's friends in Mississippi, Nashville, Chicago, Atlanta, Florida, DC, LA, all my friends getting packages through the mail. And I was driving this truck. And so I told my friends, why don't y'all tell your people to let me move some? And so eventually, it happened. But I bugged them, I bugged them, and they finally got me a flight to meet these cartels. And so that's when it began. But a seed was already in me. You see, I'm watching my friends do it on a small scale. And I finally got the opportunity to do it on a big scale. I went big. I did big things. This is going to be major. It's going to take some time for me to explain this, because 2008, that's when this thing jumped off for me. And so it changed my life. You see what I'm saying? It took me down a road that could have killed me. Now, it did take me to federal prison, but I also could have took me to my grave. So I'm just grateful that God had his hands on me the whole time I was transporting from South Texas to Nashville, Tennessee. And so there was a turnaround. And in this turnaround, I experienced some things. I seen some things. I seen disloyalty. I seen disrespect. I seen hate, jealousy, and all these things that I wasn't. But since came from a big family, I seen jealousy and hate, envy, prideful, and all these things in family. I was able to spot them out. I was able to spot another hater. I was able to spot someone else jealous because of where I've been. And so got my first run, down to the border. I met these people, these big dogs, the cartels. Man, they live like kings, man. Every Sunday, the big dog would take his mother and his kids to church, take his mother, his wife, and kids to church. And so, just like Frank Lucas in the movie, I seen this. And so, man, it inspired me. On one hand, they trapping, and on the other hand, it's like they living good, they doing right. And so it showed me the hearts, because I always had a good heart when I done things. And so it changed my life. Yeah, it changed my life, man. And so that's my son. It changed my life. And I experienced a lot, transporting that marijuana for them cartels, man. I experienced a whole lot. And one trip a month, $500,000 worth of dope on my trailer. I was moving it. And then he was teaching me how to deal, how to deal with my friends and people. He was asking me questions when I get back down there. Did anybody see me? Did I hang out a lot? Did I go around too many people? And so he was teaching me things, how to deal, because I was bringing it in. And because I was able to start accumulate more than my friends, jealousy rose up. And what I mean by jealousy, all I did was, since I was transporting it, I asked him, could I invest my money into the transport? So now I'm getting a drive pay, and I invested it too. So now, I was making bank, $100,000 a month. So state to state I've been, all those states I touched. And since I had friends, I was making my own little plays. So I was doing things inside of doing things. So I was getting my money and making sure everybody was eating, around me. And it was $1 million operation, and the wrong person got their hand involved. A hater, stopped that mission. A hater that envied me stopped that $1 million operation. But I thank God that he stopped it, because I was going to get in deeper and deeper and start investing in other trucks, which I already bought trucks, but I was going to start investing in trucks and doing a lot more. You feel me? So I thank God for stopping the play. I thank God for shutting the door. I thank God for moving people out of my life, bringing people into my life, show me who's who. And then you got to be careful about the people who are only there to support you when you're down, but they don't want to help you get on your feet. You gotta watch them. They only helped you when you're down. That's not good. You never around to celebrate me, but you're always there when I'm down. That's just not good. You don't celebrate me. It's like you feed off me being down. So I say that to say, that life, it taught me a lot of things.